the Lord was doing favors. Blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few. Lost a few wages. Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors.
Head to head is selected.
Rebelling with my ravers.
Play friend is selected. AH2H competitive path. Retire event. Entering retire event pop-up. Do you want to retire this event? Accept. AH2H competitive. Send. Lineup effect. Fullback. You have two options. CO Boy Nigerian Nightmare 99 overall is selected. Defense middle linebacker. You have two options. Channing Crowder 99 overall is selected. Special teams punter Pat Mack. Third down running back. You have two options. Strategy playbooks. Away Jordan Blue 2022-0 overall is selected. Sent. Lineup offense. Entering. Lockdown line. Online fret. 32. PWA underscore Lil Rob. Press. Cross button to select. Entering. Matchmaking. Enter. Yes.
You might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going and paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity.
Marketplace. Play entering. Practice. Head to head is selected.
Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't cement when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never ducking smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a Q dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band.
Live events, marketplace, entering, screen. Entering featured screen, you have 10 options.
With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class,
Select
so
offers.
we private, we don't do coach. They was
Training.
hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT
Live
around,
play entering. Head-to-head is selected.
I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs is trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done some many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk
Notification, one of your favorites, B1K_HAMM3R90, is online.
Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel never feel G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He determined just from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich.
That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hey, hood, the wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
There you go. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl. I'm Tiffany. Damn, man, she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the pay, but I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Nah, I'm hard to reach, I'm bout my cheese. I'm moving around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking and we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pen in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, yo, horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, now anything under 18, just like Madden. From the club, she like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia. You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control. Southside on the track, Mellow made it right.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my weight since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***. I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means.
All regular season. Searching for a phone and estimated wait time 10 seconds. Notification TJTHEVIGKID has joined the lobby.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Play high. Cover. Nickel 2 trap. Top. Big. Goal. Free key. You have 6 options. Play call. Cover 2 drop. Man free key. Cover 2 drop. Play. Man free key. Covered. Man free key.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 83 yards. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Entering play call. Formation.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Entering play. Hail Mary. You have 3 options. Hail Mary is selected.
Ready?
Flat.
First down, Vic. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Vic readies to throw. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Vic now from the 50. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
Shot save block is selected. Contact.
Again, it's Vic. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that, and often pay the price.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting a 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Kickoff keep left is selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Recent coach formation. Recent error 6. Cut S. Figure play formation. Cover. Cover 2. Cover 3. Plug STR. Formation. Play high. Concept. Goal up. Prevent. Quarter. Time. Big 3. Concept. Favorites. Cover. Sam will blitz.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Spread.
They run with goal out of the shotgun. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Good cushion.
Gore again here on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Gore. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Spread. Spread. Spread.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Entering play
as they go to work on a first and goal.
Two categories who have 6 options. GL man is selected. Spread.
Gore will score. Touchdown 49ers. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Entering, coach just goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's hit personal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Cover 1. Spread.
On the counter, Gore. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Give cushion. Audible. Spread.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Coach suggests special Hail Mary. You have 3 options. Hail Mary is selected.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever's going to...
Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Recent, there are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
First half
Cover
he
1
is
goal is
compiling
selected.
here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point.
Entering
But let's
play
face it, he's off to a
special
tremendous
teams.
start.
You
So
have 6
200 yards,
options.
4
Return
touchdowns.
left is selected.
I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Recent, there are 8 categories. You have 9 options. Shot save clock is selected.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Return left leg is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Person, favorite, you drag, AHB, you drag wheel.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Lynch running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, and coaching, pop-up menu. You have 2 options. Entering, LT selected, T selected, slot 2, slot 1, and resume, entering, cancel, pop-up waiting, entering
3 yards
call,
there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Vic rolling to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. they're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. And quickly, they get to the line.
Give cushion. Spread.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
From safe man right.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Play call, concept, personnel. There are 8 categories. There are 15 subcategories. Option is set to tight Y off 9
the
plays.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
3 WR
and the ball
selected.
backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Entering
Either side of the ball.
Recent.
Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about
Shot
it.
save block
Well,
is
partner,
selected.
they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Throwing, Vic. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
You have 9
and they line up
options.
now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Coast.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic, he's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Flat.
Vic to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Entering play call.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And this is taken in at the 5. And out of
Entering
bounds
play
all
call.
the way
Coach
down at the 3.
suggestions. There are 8
That goes
categories.
for a
You
gain
have
of
30 options.
31.
5-6 strap is selected.
They'll run with Lynch. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Entering play call.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Vick loses the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Spread.
Play action. It's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Niners are pouring it on. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Time blitz 3. Cover 1 contain. Corner blitz 3.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to them.
And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, It has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Entering play call,
Marshawn
coach
Lynch,
suggestions. There are 8
60
categories. You
yards.
have 15
And the Packers
options.
are able to
Add
make
them
some
to
inroads
selected.
here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
Favorites.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Second and 10. At the Packers' 47-yard line.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down, the run with Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
You have 9 options.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Entering play call, coach, player, recent, there are 8 categories. Favorites, there are 8 categories. You have 47 options. HB1 is selected.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for
Out
it.
left.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Ball, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
43 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Entering play call, string onside.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short. Yeah, fourth quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, Vick. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Entering play call, racing. There are 6 categories. You have
coming
9
up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Entering play call, recent. There are 6 categories. You have 9 options. Some will blitz is selected.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play. And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Now here's Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Good cushion.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game.
You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.